Our third speaker is William Boardman. William Boardman, help. Help William Boardman.
What can you do to make this world a better place? Already there's ideas, answers popping inside your brain. But let me share with you an idea. Let's say that you are eating an apple. You take a nice bite, a juicy bite, and some of that juice trickles down into the back of your throat. It threatens to go into your airway, but you give an involuntary protective cough, a couple of pushes of air out and a big pull of air in. But let's say that as you pull that air in, it grabs some of that apple and lodges it in your airway. You're uncomfortable. You can't breathe in. You can't breathe out. You can't breathe. You can panic, and you do panic. People can see it in your eyes. Oh yes, there's people present. It's your staff, and you are their leader. You're desperate for air, but you're also slightly embarrassed. You've got a breathing problem that you can't solve. You've got an embarrassment problem that you can solve. You stand up and you walk out of the room. You know what you need? You need help. Now some of you are thinking, wow, this is like a wild, crazy scenario. This happened to my boss in a staff meeting. When he walked out of the room, one of the other employees said, somebody should check on him. I said, I'll do it. And I got up and I walked out of the room. Now my boss was standing by the secretary's counter and he had his hand on his throat. His face was red. Can you breathe? I quickly slipped around behind him. I put my arms around him and I gave him the Heimlich maneuver. That errant piece of apple popped right out and my boss breathed. Oh, he breathed delicious breaths of relief. My boss had been breathing on his own, day and night, for 50 plus years and never had a problem. But in this one moment, he needed help. Haven't we all needed help at one time or another? I know I have. Years ago, I was in an automobile rollover accident. Spoiler alert, I survived. In the process of rolling over, I injured my head and lost consciousness. When I came to, I was laying flat on my back in the dirt, and there was a woman kneeling near my injured head watching over me until the ambulance could arrive. Several other people had stopped. They were doing things to help me. They were helping me when I couldn't even ask for help. This may be the best part of being human. We need each other. We help each other. Dr. Paul Brand, in his book, Fearfully and Wonderfully Made, wrote, quote, in a lecture, anthropologist Margaret Mead asked the question, what is the earliest sign of civilization? A clay pot? Iron? Tools? Agriculture? No, she claimed. To her, evidence of the earliest true civilization was a healed femur. She was referring to a discovery of human bones that were 15,000 years old. The healed femur showed that someone must have cared for the injured person, hunted on his behalf, brought him food, and cared for him at great expense. Close quote. Part of being civilized is caring enough to help. Any one of us can step into the role of helping someone, but there may be times when you're uniquely qualified to help someone. Just as I was as a former respiratory technician for my boss with his obstructed airway. There are people who are stranded on the side of the road. There are people who are at wit's end with crying children. There are people who are waist deep in a personal crisis. What would happen if no one helped? Would my boss have survived? No. Would I have been able to get out of that rollover accident and get to safety on my own? What about you? What if no one had helped you in your time of need? No, the world would not be a better place if no one helped. So I go back to my original question. What can you do to make the world a better place? You can help someone in need. There's room for us to double or even triple the amount of help that we give in making this world a better place. Opportunities are plentiful. Just use your senses. When someone's in need, help. My challenge, I'm asking you to knowingly and decidedly increase the amount of help that you give in making this world a better place. You're needed. Help. Madam Contest Chair.
We will have silence until all the ballots are collected and the